Hi guys, welcome to Free Automation Learning. My name is Chirag Singh and today agenda is Java introduction. I will provide you Java introduction, and we also learn a basic concept of Java. We will learn class, object, method, constructor, interface, and abstract class and method. So basically, this is a OOPS concept. And firstly, I would like to give you a brief introduction of this Java concept so that you guys aware of these concepts. And later then we will create a small test script by using Selenium Web Driver. Then I will explain you what is a Selenium Web Driver, what is the interface in Selenium Web Driver, and how can we use method which is defined in Selenium Web Driver API. API means Selenium Web Driver jar file, and how we invoke Firefox browser. And by doing this, we will create a small test script. And next, so firstly, what is a class? So class is a group of objects which have common properties. It is a blueprint form which objects are created. A class can contain fields, method, constructor, blocks, nested blocks, and interface. So I will open Eclipse and show you what is a class, how we can create a Java project, and then we create a Java class. And what do you mean by this? A class is a group of objects which have common properties. So let me open Eclipse first. This is my Eclipse, and I will create a Java project. Click on File, click on New, and then give me a minute, and then click on Java project. So this is demo 1, and yes, this is for I am using Java 1.8. I click on next, and this is for the source code. Okay, I will go with this and click on finish. So this is my Java project, and this is the source folder. Here I will create a new package, for because every Java project need a package. So I will provide com dot free automation learning dot com learning dot. So this is the basically how we create a package in Java, and then click on finish. Now I'm going to create my first class. So this is the first class. I click on package, click on new, and this is for class. For this class I give a name first class. And if I click on this method, this public void main, so, and click on finish, so this method is a main method. So when we run the code, and code will compile, then JRE first search a main method. If if it will not find a main method, then my code will not execute. So this is a main things, that the code which we want to execute or compile, that's need a main method, right? So I will just show you a small example. I will show you first system dot out dot println and first hello world, and save as. Now I am click on run as Java application. So JRE first read the main method and execute all this hello world. You can see here the hello world is displayed. There is another way to run this. Just click on here and click on here. So again, hello world display, right? So guys, we are talking about the class. What is a class? So class is basically a, this is called a class, right? It contains object first. It contains object. It contains variables. It contains static block. It contains constructor, right? So what is a object? We will learn this later. What is a object? For now I am just give you a small things. What is a object? uh, Object is an entity which describes state and behavior, right? For now object would create by new keywords. If I give you new keywords and give first class, so here I create a object, right? And give me a second, just copy here, paste, and this is paste. So this is called a object, right? Variables, you guys know variables is int I, 0, string s, all these are the variables, right? And we will discuss later what is a variable, what is a string class, all these things we will discuss. So string is a class and string is a variable, right? In Java this is a class, string is a class. So static block is like that, the block which run before constructor and method. This is known as static block. I will describe this in later. So this is a static block. Now constructor has the value, the name similar to the class. So constructor should not have any return type. This and this. Give me a second. So this is a constructor, right? Now if I run, now if I run this method, then before hello world constructor is called. So give me a second. See, constructor is called when we create our object. So basically this is a class. This class is a group of objects which have the common property. It is a blueprint form which objects are created. So here these objects are created, right? Now its content field, method, constructor, block. This is a R constructor. Give me a second, guys. This is our constructor. This is our object. So this is a class in Java. How we create a class? Right click on package, new, click on, sorry, click on class. This way we create a class, right? Right guys. Now we will And what is a object? Now we are talking about what is a object. An entity that has state and behavior is known as object. And object are nothing but the instance of a class. A single class can create any number of unique objects. How can we create object? As I already told you, that object created by new keyword. Here we have created that object. This object is an anonymous object, right? Because we do not have any reference variable here. So we will discuss this. Till now you just create the new keyword will create a object, right? And how we show this new dog, this and object lives in heap memory. What is a heap memory? Heap memory is nothing but the memory space taken by JVM from OS. When we run the Java code, so our OS gives some memory to the JVM, so that JVM can build a GRE, and GRE, by using GRE we can run our Java code. So this is the all the things. Now we will talk about the object. What is a object, right? So this is my class, the first demo class, and now we will discuss what is a object. So object is contains state and behavior. Suppose there is my class, and this there is int I is equal to 10, and there is one method public void print name SYSO. My name is Chirag, and there is a main method. Because main method is mandatory to execute Java program. Now I want to call this method by using object. So what is a object? Object contains a state and behavior. If we go to the definition, then an entity that has a state and behavior is known as object. So this is our state, because it show the state. Integer I has value 10, so it is a state. And behavior, this method is a behavior. So basically variables are state and methods are behavior for the object, right? So how we create an object? We create an object by the class name. The object for which for which class we are creating, so we give a class name. So we just copy here and paste here obj new. So it will create object. So what is object? Object is this is a reference variable, and this is a class name. So by new keyword we can create a object. New keyword will create an object, right? So I will show you how different type of different way to create an object. So firstly I have to call, or I have to use the integer I and a method which I have created, print name. So it will print my name is Chirag. So how can we do? I create a object. This is my object. This is my reference variable obj. Obj is my reference variable. Now using obj we would call integer I and print name method, right? So obj dot, here I can see I, and I also see, print name, right? So first I call print name, and second way I print value of I by obj dot I. So first it will print my name is Chirag, and second it will print I is equal to 10 when I will run the code. See that my name is Chirag and I and 10, then the integer value of integer is 10. Now let me commit this code. Now we are talking about new keyword. What is a new keyword here? The new keyword will create an object. How can we show this in? So I have a new first class dot print. Guys, you can see I am able to print call print name, right? But this so this is a object, right? By creating object I can use these two method. So by creating this I can use this method. Same way this. Now I have to print the value of I. So new first class dot I. So again the same things which we have shown, I have shown you in above, that print my name is Chirag and print value of I. Same way I am performing here, and do not give any reference variable, right? So just run the, and I can see my name is Chirag and value is 10, right? So this is a object. What is object? By creating object we can use any variable, any method, any things in a class. A class have a multiple object. If I will comment comment this, give me a second, and uncomment this, right? So there is one object and there is another object. See, this error comes. So in one class only one object is there with a name, with the same name. If we create a same name object, then it will say that it is a duplicate local variable, so we have to change the name here, right? Now we have a two object in a single class. So a class can contain multiple object with the unique name. And why we use object? We use object to call method and variable, right? So what will happen? This object will create a copy for this, right, in one memory, and another memory this object will create a copy of this. So this object contains this in another, in somewhere in memory, and this object contains this in somewhere in the memory, right? If I will run, then it will display my name is Chirag 10, my name is Chirag 10. See the output. Yes, so this is the object. So object is important, class is important, class contain many object, and object contains state and behavior. So now we will move ahead. This is a method. So what is a method? Method is a collection of statements that are grouped together to perform an operation, right? So how we can see there? So basically method may have void or and method may give you, in method you can write your logic. Suppose I have to add two things, so this is public void add to value, int a is equal to 1 and b is equal to 2 and int c is equal to a plus b. SYSO C. So this is a method which do not have any return type because there is a void. If method has void, then it will not return you anything. Hopefully you understand this. This has a void, so it will not return anything. It will just print a 3 if I call this method. So give me a moment. This is a shortcut, control T, and this is a main method. As I already told you that main method is mandatory to run a Java code. So I'm here, I am creating object to call this method. So as I say, this is a first class and obj dot add to value. Now I will run, then I will see this output is 3. See, this output is 3. So it will not return anything, it will just print out the things. Now there is another method which returns anything which we want to return. So at that so for those method we do not add void. How we can do that? Public, suppose I want to return int add 3 number. See, it will give me a warning and see add return statement because or change type to void because I do not return anything. So he compiler give me saying the message that please add the return type. So I click on this and this is return 0. So suppose there is return I is equal to 1, j is equal to 5, k is equal to 10, right? And there is another int l which I plus j plus k, and I want to return this l. So here I am not printing the value, here I am just adding the value and return that value. Later I will print the value. Concept will be the same. Create the object and call that method which in this I will call this method under system out dot print so that I will see the value of l, right? So obj dot add 3 number, and if I will run this method, then I will see 16. 5 plus 1 6 and 10 is equal to 16. So here it will return integer int value. So this is int, this is written to this method, and this method call print value of 16. Here it will not return anything, so we have to print this method is there. So there is another method or parameterization. For parameterization method, we just copy this method, change the name, sub two values, give int a, int b, here a minus b. So where we pass the parameter, these methods are known as method with parameter, right? And now I'm going to call this method. How we can call? We create an object, we just give for obj dot, and we have a sub 2, and I'm going to give the value of a and b. I give a as 10, b as 5, and run the method. So how it will work? It will first create an object, then it will call this method. 10 goes to here, 5 goes to here, and we declare as int c, which has a 10 and 5, and 10 minus 5 is equal to 5. So it will give the output as 5. C C is equal to 5. See, these are the method. So guys, here we have discussed object, we have discussed classes, object, method. Now we will discuss constructor, interface. Let me open this. We have discussed class, object, method. In next video I will discuss constructor, interface, abstract class, and method. So these are the basic concept which is going to use in first WebDriver script. So we have learned this, and in next video I will explain you in this topic. In third video I will show you first as a script for Selenium WebDriver. Guys, if you like this video, please like the button. If you have any query, any suggestion, please mail me at this Gmail ID, freeautomationlearning@gmail.com. Thanks for watching this. Bye.